scalpers is the word that I'm going to use. And let me go to full screen. We were basically talking about how scalpers have ruined a lot of things. I mean, so I'm trying to think how far back, and I guess everybody here's about the same age. So you remember when the scalpers used to stand outside of the football games, and if you didn't have tickets and it was sold out, they would raise their prices up astronomical, and that would ruin the experience of going to the football game if you didn't have tickets, right? Because you would then have the scalper charging you an outrageous fee, and not until that became illegal did you start to see that change, or till the stadiums themselves would start taking your tickets away from you if you were trying to scalp them, right? I mean, so but then because of COVID, the scalpers kind of reinvented what they were doing. The scalpers they're going after baseball cards, basketball cards, football cards, Pokemon cards, Funko. They're going after everything they can to make a dollar. Now, on one hand, I want to be really upset about this, and I want to say that this is garbage. And then on this hand, I want to say, well, the guy was out of a job, so he was finding something to do to make an income. I don't really know where I fall and how I feel about the person themselves that found themselves in this situation as to what they were doing. But eventually, it's going to fail. Eventually, it's going to have to reset. Eventually, it's going to stop. But when it stops, does that mean that Funko's no longer going to be in business? Because at the point that stops, does that mean then that they're not going to be in business because they're not getting the sales that they were getting from this? It's an extremely complicated conversation, but we're going to stay away from the bots for now. We'll let them have the bots, and we'll just come up with different ways to get our stuff. I mean, just like the other day, I went to FYE, I bought a box of them and just sent them out to everybody that was on the list, right? I mean, so we'll figure out different ways to combat that. For now, they can't last forever. It eventually has to stop, right? I mean, it just like everything in this world, they can't do it forever. And I kind of think that's why Funko is releasing 3 exclusives a week. If you continue to release 3 exclusives a week and you're not selling them out, I mean, eventually it's got to come to a stop. You can't continuously buy without selling. So we're going to sit back and see how this unfolds. And I'm hoping, I am hopeful that by the end of the summer that we no longer have the scalpers out there. We're always going to have scalpers out there. They're just not going to be nearly as prevalent as they are, right? I mean, you're always going to have them, just not nearly as prevalent as they are. So I'm going to check this photo out real quick.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
You just watched another live clip from Throwback Thursdays. And let me say how much that I appreciate your time that you spend here with me. And hey, while you're here, don't forget to check out the channel membership. There's a link to it right down in the description. You're going to get some really cool like emojis that you get to drop into live chats, and this little icon that's going to go beside your name, and it's going to change every few months, and then every 6 months, and then every year. Just some really cool perks that come along with the channel membership. So make sure you check that out down in the description. And to see this whole live, I'll throw up a link somewhere in here or over here at this moment, whatever side it is that these links come in at, but I'll throw that up there. So if you want to go back and check out the whole live, I'll throw it up here for you. And don't forget that I go live every Thursday at 3 p.m. Standard Eastern Time, whatever it is Standard Eastern Time means, but every Thursday at 3 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. And let me just say that I truly appreciate your time, and have a good day.